Hey, Thomas Tapp here, and I wanted to share with you an answer to an email that I just gave recently that I think will help a lot of us in our training. The question was something like this. I just started off in parkour. How do I train to get really good in parkour really fast? And how did you guys train in the beginning? And that's a great question because a lot of us are probably just getting started in parkour. And in this video, I'm not going to talk about what you should be training, but more on how you should be training. And that's one of the biggest things is you want to train. If you want to get really good, you need to take it serious and train like an athlete, a professional athlete. So when my brother and I first started training in parkour, we took what we trained, the style of training that we had from soccer, because it was at a high level, and we just took it and put it into parkour. So what I mean by this is when you're training your movements, a lot of people, they'll go out and train and they go to a spot and they'll just, run, do some vaults here and there. They might do a little bit of push-ups and stuff. But if you train with more intention, you want to train specifically sets and reps and drills. So when we were training our basic vaults, at the very beginning, you train specific reps so that way you really dial in the technique. So for instance, we would do 10 lazy vaults on the left side, really concentrating on every part of the technique. So on the first 10, you're focusing on that technique. Then on the next 10, we added more speed to it. So we could do 10 on the left side, running with speed, and work on that technique. And the whole time you're thinking, how can you improve on that move? And you're just focused on that one move. Then you move to your safety vault. You do the same thing. And what we would do this with all of our vaults. We would spend, an hour drilling each vault, getting the technique, and getting it to where you could go with speed. So you're running, and you already know your technique. So you have it dialed in to pretty much perfection. Then at the end, we would run drills with the vaults that we trained. So let's say we're doing lazy vault training and safety vault training. I would find a spot like this and just train those moves and work on flow in that area using those moves. And I would do that, we would do that for a few minutes or 10 minutes or so. And then after, we would finish off with conditioning. So this is how we should be training, sets and reps, so that way you're really dialing in the technique, then also bring it together and performing drills that you're going to be using. So another drill that we've recently showed in our Parkour Academy is working on your basic landings and not just taking drops occasionally and then moving on. No, spending time and putting in the effort to really perfect the movements and to train for the real life situation. So instead of just doing your basic landings, because sometimes we're going to be jumping and getting thrown off balance and stuff. So you take a jump, like a 180 jump, and then you go into your basic landing. So you're here, there, you land, back again. Perfecting that technique. So performing drills like this and reps and sets with your movements. So that's what I wanted to leave you with. If you're just getting started in parkour, this is the type of training that will really take your skills to the next level. It's when you're taking it serious and you're really training with that intention to get better. And if you're just getting started in parkour, you can check out our parkour course down below. Also, if you're wanting to really step up your training, check out our Parkour Academy. And I'll see you in the next video.